massive storm. Holy cow. We got a severe thunderstorm warning for another 15 minutes here in Morganton.
All right, this was a couple days ago. I shot this video and stuck it up on my Dave Hughes channel. Nasty thunderstorm. We lost the power, blinked off and on a couple times, but we didn't actually lose our power here. But for about an hour, from about 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock, it was a real heavy storm. Wind, lightning, thunder, and very heavy rain. And then a couple days later, I'm checking out this Foothills Weather Network, which is the local weather service for the this area, Morganton, to the the foothills of the western North Carolina region here. Anyway, damage survey results: multiple microbursts damaged central Burke County Friday evening. Now this is Morganton, North Carolina, and we are in Burke County. Straight line winds between 50 and 70 miles an hour. Several microbursts hit the region, including over in this park, which is called the park, Catawba Meadows. Yeah, it's like, anyway, yeah. If you read through here, there was a bunch of microbursts, and here's one recorded on the east side. So, and there were some that were over 75 miles an hour in the winds, and a good chunk of the town lost power. This one here, this is probably pretty close to where the park is over in here, Avery Avenue, North Green Street. That's right near where we are here. And then there was another one. So there were like 4, I think, all together, winds of over 70 miles an hour. Anyway, so that is what happened. Now, I went over to the park today to take a look at some of the damage. All right, Camo Dave here. We're in Catawba Meadows Park here, just to the west of Morganton, North Carolina. And I was showing you on the video the other day, which I just showed you. What was about a week ago, Friday, now it's Wednesday of the following week, we had a really bad storm. Well, I was checking with the Foothills new weather channel there, which covers the weather in this area, and they were talking about some downdrafts from those thunderstorms. And this area just to the west of Morganton had a downdraft of several downdrafts between 75 and 90 miles an hour. And they said luckily it happened in a relatively unpopulated area, and this is the unpopulated area where those downdrafts happened. And and you get those things there. You gotta be real careful if you're flying in an airplane, because you can push your plane down and crash it. But anyway, this tree came down. Look at a bunch, I'd say about a dozen old pine trees came crashing down here last Friday. And I did not know this at the time, but look at this sucker. This came crashing down. I guess they've marked it for some removal here, but look at how the downdrafts just literally tore this right off of its foundation there, so to speak. And this is one of about a dozen trees in this park. They're almost all pines. This one here got a couple branches off, but it fared better. There are a lot of pines in this woods, here. It's actually this is actually a disc golf area here. But there's a tree over there. There's a bunch of trees over there. This one, I'd say you could count about a dozen trees over here that got totally obliterated. Then just literally a couple feet away, there's hardly any damage to the trees. It's amazingly how surgical those downdrafts can be. You could literally 10 feet, 20 feet, 50 feet away from where a whole bunch of trees came down, there's no damage. But anyway, so you see it here. It's again, we don't have a zoom on this cam. It's an action cam, but there's at least a dozen pines that were felled by the storm not quite a week ago. And if you notice too, they've all fallen in the same direction, from pretty much north to south. They all fell to the south, so that wind was coming at them at 75 to 90 miles an hour in that one direction, and bang, a lot of them came down. Kind of amazing. I do some hiking, and you will oftentimes be walking on a hillside, and you will see 10 or 20 trees all down in the same direction literally just fallen over from some sort of a probably thunderstorm downdraft. Sometimes years ago, you know, these trees have been, that you see sometimes, you know, they're all, you know, they've been laying there for a long time, and they don't take them away because they're in the woods. But anyway, it is kind of interesting, huh? Anyway, there's another tree there. Again, they've all fallen at the same, direction. So the wind was obviously coming down, the downburst, right? That was a downdraft, a downburst. That's what they're called, downbursts. And all you can have the, like, up, you know, almost a tornadic quality wind coming out of the tree. Anyway, I mean, coming out of the sky. But look at this tree. Look at these trees. You know, again, this is the disc golf area over here, the park. But it is amazing to see how many trees came down over here. And if you can imagine what this would have done had this downburst been over there. There's a big regional power station, which you can't see over the side of the road there. What if that had come down on that? You could have some serious power outages all over. Now, we had a number of power outages on Friday into Saturday because of this, although our power in town didn't it blinked a few times. But now this tree here, I think, was already dead. It looks like. And this tree I think probably fell a while ago, because you can actually see where they cut this field and went around it. This tree probably did not fall in the downburst, but that one certainly did, and that one did. Because this one here, yeah, whenever they mowed this like 2 weeks ago, they went around it. So this whole thing probably came down in another storm, but still, there's another one there, and another one there, and another one there, and another one over there. And then this one didn't get touched. It's weird. Weird. Nature is pretty amazing, huh? Oh yeah. All right, thank you for watching my little storm follow-up video here. Like, subscribe, and share. I'll see you around.